Luffy's powers sucked in the Netflix live-action One Piece series, but not for the reasons that you think. The CGI for his powers are actually really good. The thing that really lets it down is the fact that the sound design for when he uses his powers isn't as great as the anime. It's subtle, but whenever Luffy stretches his arm out, or his leg, or his neck, there's a very specific sound that comes along with him using his stretching abilities. Even when he throws a punch and his limb retracts back, there's a bit of a tinny noise as it snaps back to his body. And maybe it's because I'm used to watching the anime and I know what it's supposed to sound like, but when he uses his powers, I don't feel like it's as impactful. But I casted my reservations aside just so I could see Luffy use his Gatling gun for the very first time. And like I said, the animation looks incredibly good, but if you really listen to the scene and you listen to his fists making contact with Arlong as he's punching him, it feels a bit off, like the sound doesn't really match up to the speed of the Gatling gun. So I went back to the scene and I listened to it over and over again to figure out what was wrong with it. And then I realized that his fists were actually making the sound of an actual Gatling gun. I went into YouTube, checked the Gatling gun sound effect, and lo and behold, it sounded pretty similar. Which I think is pretty cool, but I think what it's missing is the sound of the wind breaking away as he's making those fists fly. If you listen to the original anime Gatling gun sound effect, the emphasis isn't on the impact of each fist, it's actually the sound of his arms moving incredibly fast. But let's take the scene with Arlong when he's using the Gatling gun and see what it sounds like with the original anime sound effect. Honestly, it sounds better. If you wanted to take inspiration from the actual Gatling gun, go for it, but speed up those punches a little bit. See? Way better. And then along with that, make his fists sound like they're whooshing through the air incredibly fast. Because that's what it looks like. You guys did such a great job with the CGI, so elevate it a little bit more with the sound effects. And you're probably thinking, why are you making a video about this? It's not that deep, bro. And to that, I say you are wrong, my good friend. Because sound creates things like... Okay, ChatGPT, let's check here. It provides realism, emotional impact, information conveyance, enhanced storytelling, great for aesthetic and artistic choices, makes it more accessible, creates brand recognition, can help with interactive feedback, makes it more engaging, and helps with environmental emotion. Thank you, ChatGPT, you've done it again. What do you guys think? Should they have used the original sound effects for all of Luffy's powers, or stuck to what they've given us in the series thus far? If you enjoyed this super short video about the One Piece live action series, let me know in the comments. I do have a few more nitpicks, and I would love to share it with you, so check you later. Da 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 da.